Oh dear me, and it's gone from bad to worse, and what a horrible time to do it. With the glare of the cameras and the crowd on you, Warren Bladen, the defending champion, is going to be handing his crown back pretty shortly.
Yeah, tough start after such a fantastic start last year. It's going to be a tough one to swallow that. Although next hole, reachable par 4, we know he can get there. Now Harris, a must-hole putt.
Tentative and not in, and Jamie Harris as well is going to have to make some serious shots over the next 2 holes if he's going to compete in this playoff. What a wonderful start to the Trilby Tour Pro Final playoff. Jamie Harris and Warren Bladen look out of it. Steve Cowell and Phil Archer march on to this next tee. Right, we need some time in the commentary box to compose ourselves and get our breath back before this next hole. So let's hand you back to the panel. Lee Sharp, David Howell, Graham Storm and Richard Simmons. Pick the bones out of that first hole.
Thanks, Simon. Well, David, right mixed bag of golf there, weren't there?
Unbelievable, yeah. What a beautiful 3 from Simon Cowell. Was it Simon Cowell?
Steve.
I think he's got the X factor. Beautiful 3, and yeah, I mean, it's down to, it looks like a 2-horse race, doesn't it? You would think. So with that, I think we should move over to the other guys.
and Stormy, I mean, yeah, a great chip in there, and really settles the nerves, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. He obviously knew what he was doing when he hit 3 wood off the tee and laid up, and then to pitch in like that was fantastic. Unfortunately for Phil, they just left it short in the middle, which was a great effort from the lie he had.
A couple of tricky shots from the other lads, a little bit over the green and in bushes and trees. And
well, it's a difference, the year makes, isn't it, for Warren? I mean, we studied this time last year, hit a drive and an 8-iron and hold it for an eagle 3, and now it's turned around and bitten him. Which is a shame, and you would have to say he's out of it now, really. I think the thing about Steve is that he just seems to have a game plan written all over him, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't take risks, knocks it down the middle, and as you can see, he can finish it off too. So I think he's in the driving seat, definitely.
Short par 4 coming up. Who's going to have a go at it? Back to you, Simon.
Thanks, Lee. Your question will be answered after the break. The players are heading to the 17th tee. Who's going to take the water on? The William Hunt Trilby Tour, sponsored by netflights.com. Welcome back to the Buckinghamshire Golf Club. Welcome back to the Trilby Tour Pro Final Playoff. The top 4 golfers from the day's action are through to a winner-takes-all scenario. At the moment, Steve Cowell holds all the cards ahead of Phil Archer, the European Tour player. But it's hole 17 next, Matt Woods.
Hole 17 measuring 363 yards on the card, but only 290 yards to the front edge in a straight line. Big landing area here on the right hand side of the water, but downwind and off the right today I can't see the players laying up. Nice 2-tier green, bunkers left and right, but really it's the water that's going to get in the players' mind. Great birdie opportunity, more drama to come.
Well, that straight line, Matt, does take you over the water. It's a bit of risk and reward, isn't it? And I wonder what that man, the leader, Steve Cowell at 2 under, is going to do. And that doesn't look anything like a driver.
No, it looks like he's going to lay up here. Obviously Phil's 1 shot in front. As we said, good wedge player. Just going to try and leave himself a wedge shot in. Strange decision though. Could really stamp his authority all over this event very early on.
Well, did you just see Phil Archer's look as he walked past him with an iron in his hand? Phil Archer was looking at him thinking, what are you doing?
Phil seeing the door opening here slightly.
But we've said from the start, and the panel have identified this as well, Steve Cowell is a man with a plan. He knows what he's doing. He's come away from the first with an eagle, and at the moment, I guess we don't have the right to argue with him.
Absolutely not. Very composed, Steve. He will not do anything that he's not happy with. We'll really see him take his time, commit to his targets, commit to his shots. As we said, a great iron player, great wedge player. If he does have a weakness, it's sometimes with the driver. So maybe that's just in the back of his mind.
So Steve Cowell doesn't get the big fanfare, and a muted round of applause from the gallery. He's just about got it down there onto the fairway surface. He's still going to have to come across some water, but he's going to trust his short game once again. Well, you know what that music signifies. Phil Archer has got the big dog out.
This will just be a comfortable driver for Phil. 290 to the front edge over that water, downwind. David Howe up on his tiptoes there, just wants to see what's going on.
Well, the panel are loving this. In regulation, I can tell you, Phil Archer just let this shot go a little to the left, ended up in the bunker at the front left edge of the green. And that'll be in his mind, but he'll be happy with that. If he ends up in a similar position, that's not any problem at all for him. Not with Steve Cowell in the position that he's in.
Absolutely, we've already seen one great example of a fantastic short game.
There he goes, he's chasing it on. He thinks that one's leaking away as well, is it? It is. It's a carbon copy of his shot in regulation play. So one thing in favour, he's already practiced this shot earlier today.
Yeah, look through gritted teeth there, but he'll be quite happy with that when he gets up and sees it. Not masses of green to work with, but he'll be a great bunker player. Now, Jamie Harris, 2 over already. Needs something special, so driver out. He'll be looking to make 2 here.
This is shot of the tournament for Jamie Harris, the man that won the 18 holes, if you can say that. It doesn't win you anything, just the right to be in the playoff, but this is the shot for Harris. Can he get himself back in this tournament, in this playoff? Doesn't like it, and the answer to the question, I'm afraid, is no. That's serious trouble for Harris.
What looks like quite a simple hole always throws up some great drama, doesn't it? Same thing happened last year to a couple of players. Now Bladen out with the big dog again. Can easily get this over the water. Another player who needs a miracle, needs that eagle.
On its way, watching it a little nervously. He just made the water last year and he's done it again. Skips over, and Warren Bladen's in a decent position there to try and make some shots back on this hole. And I think Jamie Harris is going to reload. The crowd were a little previous there. Yes, he's going again.
If he doesn't find his first ball, he's really out of this playoff, isn't he? Got a mountain to climb already, and with only 3 holes to play, that's heading left as well. I don't think quite as far left. Going to be saved by the bunker.
Well, he's ended up in the sand with Phil Archer, and an interesting proposition this 17th hole. This playoff is far from over. I'll tell you what though, I'll be very interested to see what the panel makes of Steve Cowell's shot.
Thanks, Simon. Well, Stormy, what a great hole this is. Do you or don't you? That's the question.
Well, I think you've got to have a go with the wind helping right behind. You got 290 to the front, but it looks like Stephen has hit it down the right hand side and played the conservative play like he did on the last hole. So maybe he's got a game plan again for this hole. But Phil Archer's did it in the left hand trap, and he's got a great bunker game. So hopefully he can get up and down.
Is that the shot? Do you go for it or do you play safe like Steve?
Well, I think they did exactly what they had. Steve's got a 1-shot lead, so he's thinking he can still fair chance of making 3 from the fairway, and he's taking 5 out of the equation, playing safe. So he's making the other guys, forcing them to make a birdie, and he's thinking there's a fair chance he could win this with a 4 and a 3 on the last anyway.
You're looking right, Richard. I think Steve has got a game plan, hasn't he?
Oh, it certainly has. Yeah, I mean, he's certainly in number 1 position down there, but anything can happen. As I said here, Phil can hold the bunker shot. We've already seen someone knock it in from 50 yards, so there's no reason why he can't knock it out of the sand from 30 yards.
Thanks, lads. Back to you, Simon.
Here comes Phil Archer. He's gone about his work in great style today.
Yeah, real classy player, as you said earlier. 3 seconds on the European Tour, great experience. Now back to Steve Cowell. Quite a conservative tee shot. Looking at about 140 yards here, straight up the green. As we said earlier, great wedge player, great iron player. His main focus with this shot, just be getting the distance right, get it back on that back tier, up level with the flag. The only thing he's got to worry about is the bunker on the left there. Just trying to get a good feel for the shot.
On its way, this has got to be good, and that's not a great reaction from Cowell after he hit it. This is coming back down the slope, and Steve Cowell is in danger of losing his advantage at the 2nd playoff hole.
There really is no lack of drama here, is there? Williams' idea to winner takes all